Okay everybody, in today's video I want to talk about the potatoes that we just planted. We planted about 90. We have about a 4-foot wide by 10-foot long bed, and I was able to do 6 rows of potatoes at an 8-inch spacing. Now I want to talk about what went into this, how we did it, but also the bed prep, because if you guys remember, quite recently we did a video on creating an apocalypse garden, really just creating a garden in a pinch. How would you do that if you really didn't have any time to bed prep, as a lot of us would normally do? Is we probably would maybe even dig up a lot of the grass. We would get ourselves maybe chickens or animals to help this process along. We would really prepare the beds starting in the fall or even in the wintertime to then have them ready by the spring. But the spring rolled around and the coronavirus hit, and now the economy in the United States isn't looking all that great. So to hedge and just as a precaution against potential inflation and potentially even a depression, I thought it'd be a really great idea to grow a lot of food here. We were going to grow a lot of it at the community garden, but I said, you know what, there's more security here. And then we just set up all these gardens and we did a video. It was nice, short and sweet. And how we did that was really, really simple, of just getting this roll of paper here. You can get it at Home Depot. It's a thin layer of paper, similar to cardboard. You roll this out, and then on top of that we throw our soil on, and that's what the potatoes are going to grow in, is the top layer of soil here. There's about 1 inch of compost that we put down, and that's so the potatoes can really move freely. We need a really well draining but also a free soil with a lot of air in it, you know, that's really broken up well. And a lot of people will till and get themselves these mounds and create all kinds of things, and there's many different ways to do this, because you want to end up hilling these potatoes as well. We stuck them in the ground with the bottom side down, with the eyes facing up. And you can see just in the last couple of days I got these potatoes in the mail, and we had basically cut them all in half, divided the amount of eyes in half, and then that way the bottom is now callousing up and getting that chemical process starting so that you don't get any rot, because this bottom piece here can very easily rot. There's no skin, and then you want the eyes facing up. So that's what we did. We planted all of these guys eyes facing up, and a lot of them do have eyes. The ones we saw in the box do not, because they're a bit further behind and those eyes haven't activated yet. But I tried to put as many in the ground here that were a larger potato or had eyes to them. And then very simply what we're going to do now is just cover this whole bed with straw. And I'm going to put down quite a bit of this. I'm going to show you guys right now just how much we're going to put down, because this is really the key to the whole thing, right? We have ourselves a pretty loose soil on this top layer because of this compost. Now the potatoes are going to grow in that. They're going to also root into the bottom layer. The cardboard is going to kill a lot of that grass, a lot of the weeds underneath. And then all we have to do now is smother these plants to keep the soil cooler, but also to keep the light off of these potatoes. That's all we have to do, is cover these potatoes with the straw. And then what's going to happen is they're going to grow through this. So eventually we'll grow through this, and then we're going to hill them, in a sense, by covering them once again with straw, another layer of straw. And then once we do that, we're done, and the potatoes, sometime in July, or even I think maybe even June, these potatoes will be done. So that's really, really it. It's so simple, guys. There shouldn't be too many questions with this, but if you have any, post them down below. In my mind, this is probably the quickest and easiest way you can start a potato bed. It really did take me no time at all. This is going to be a row here of also straw, and then this is going to begin the next set of gardens where we're going to grow corn and melons, zucchini, and then in this raised bed is going to be the peppers, the eggplants, the tomatoes, the sugar canes over there, and then all of our cool living stuff that likes the cooler weathers over here. Even the potatoes, guys, like that cooler weather, cooler soil temperature. So that's another big reason to have this straw. You can't have enough. Thank you guys for watching this one. We'll talk to everybody soon, all right? And check us out on our blog, Fig Boss. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see everybody soon. See you for tomorrow's video.